Hey sweetheart, making this video because I told you I was going to. First of all, yes, it's true. Obviously, you can't see much of light, but I have something blocking the window because, I don't know, just my mom and we don't trust neighbors, even though we're all in a small town, so I don't get it, but anyways, or maybe it's just my mom that doesn't, since my stepdad knows the person next door, and apparently he's supposed to be pretty cool. Anyways, now to topics I want to get to. Obviously, first one is, darling, after I say you can ask me whatever that you need to ask me, you go straight back to a question that you've asked me plenty of times. There's no reason for it, dear. There really isn't. I've answered every single time with the same answer. You know that spell made it to where we're stuck together forever. Even if you wanted to leave me, you couldn't leave me. Even if I wanted to leave you, I couldn't leave you. Yeah, I remember what you said about being bonded together in the fire of love, or that what you said yesterday. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Well, I see it a little bit differently, and that's probably the reason why the things that you ask me are just like totally unnecessary most of the time. I mean, the things that we've already talked about multiple times before. I mean, I can understand if you need to be reassured about something, but me marrying you should be off the list of stuff you need to be reassured about. It really should be off the list of that stuff. Because if I didn't want to marry you, now think about this then. I worship you completely now. So, when I say what I'm about to say, think about this. Okay, remember the one night I stayed on for 7 damn hours just to fucking get as much time as I could with you? Remember that night? Remember it. The thing is that I used to be able to make it to where I'd be able to multitask, and at least this way the me wanting you, needing you around me, and all the rest of that wouldn't intensify to the point that it get too much to handle. But since I've gotten to the point I realize that I do worship you completely, since that time, I noticed one thing. You know what it is that I noticed? I noticed that now when I try to multitask, instead of it making it easier for me, instead of that, it makes me want to multitask in more than one way of being able to either express to you maybe what I'm feeling, or maybe do the video, for example, or maybe I do a picture. By the way, I spoiled you just because I felt like doing it. I had to spoil you a little bit. I know you wanted nudity pictures. Well, let's just say I spoiled you with one pic. I might spoil you more soon enough, honey. Maybe next few days or something. But yes, I did spoil you with one specific type of pic, darling. And you'll probably go crazy after you see it. Because I'm pretty happy in it, and well, I think you'll notice the rest of it when you see it. Now what else to say, dear? What else to say? Hmm, Thinking, because I have to think deeply at times, and this is one of those moments. The thing is, I was gonna go off about you constantly needing this reassurance about me marrying you and all the rest of this shit. The thing is that I wouldn't have told you if it was part of my plan. I would have not have told you to make sure you buy that dress. I would have told you it. You freaked out like I was gonna fucking turn back out of nowhere and made you waste all that money. The thing is you gotta trust in my plan. You have to trust in it. And obviously, with the way you were acting before, you weren't trusting in it. And you know I'm telling the truth. You weren't trusting in it. If you were trusting in it, you would have said, okay, alright, he obviously wanted me to buy the dress. Maybe it was just to get things out of the way. We gotta get, obviously, individual things as we go by, individual things out of the way as time goes on. And obviously, I'm going to try to find a freaking minister with you that is willing to wait until the ceremony is over before he gets paid. Because this way we try to save as much money as possible. And that's the last thing we'll do. We can find a cool enough person, cool enough minister that's willing to do that. That's just the way I feel. Yes, I have my beard. And I know how you feel about it. But yes, darling. The whole situation with you having to ask me about me marrying you and all the rest of that, it should be final by now in your head. He's gonna do it. He's gonna marry me. I don't have to think about it anymore. I know it's gonna happen. I know that he's just timing things as it needs to be timed, so this way there's no disaster that ever happens, because that's one of the most important parts of our life, is that day we get married. That's one of the most important parts of our life. That's the reason why I think of it as cautiously as I do. It's usually you can't say of it as being, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't say of it as if it's, I'm trying to think of how to put words down. Like, it's not necessarily that you could say it's doubts. It's not doubts at all. Like I said, you gotta trust in my plan for our marriage. You have to trust in our plan that I've already thought of myself. You've already seen me as your leader. There's a damn song by, I think it's by Stream of Passion, a band named Stream of Passion. The name of the song, I believe, is My Leader. However, the song is about how the person is so obsessed with that person, yet that person still gets betrayed by him, to the point they can't turn back on him, even when they don't want to. I mean, even when they want to. That's actually what I mean. Yeah, even when they want to. They can't turn it, because they rely on that person so heavily. But there's also a BDSM song that I will give you in the future. Maybe after we've met in person, I'll do it. That's by the same band. That is very, very intense. But it made me think of me and you. For some damn reason it did. I don't know why. It did. Thing is you might not see yourself as a mascovist or mascovist, yeah. You might not see yourself as one right now. But a part of me is telling me that aspect of us being in BDSM is meant to be. It actually is meant to be, because you become one. You become one as you experience the pain that you do. You actually start to enjoy the pain to the point you actually crave it after a while from me. The sexual pain, you literally just crave it. So, with that said, darling, that's another thing I also noticed when I seen the vision in general is the thing I saw it from. Yeah, I'm obviously still waking up. I think I'm about to go off like I originally wanted to, just me being mad and such. About the whole marriage thing. But first I'm gonna turn on the light really quick here, dear. And after I do that, brace yourself, because I'm going to seem as if I'm ranting. 1 second here, done. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I'm wearing an American shirt. Anyways, crap on my foot. Oh yeah, I am bombarded by someone around me. I can definitely tell that better than now. I should take a sip of something before I do this. And then I'm gonna go off there. I am going to go off. Now, where to start? Where to start here? Okay. Darling, I I had you prepare yourself for what I'm about to do. Sweetheart, now, think about this. I mentioned about me staying online for 7 damn hours straight, waiting for you. I'll mention that I took practically a full night all the way into 4 o'clock in the morning to make, what was it, 3 videos for you? Remember that? I wouldn't want to do that either if I wasn't so serious about marrying you. You can tell by the look on my face, I am now mad. I actually just let it out. So yes, dear. Stop with the ridiculousness. Seriously, stop with it. As you can tell, my voice tone changed into a very serious one. Stop the crap. You know I want to marry you. I'm just warning you of the stuff that could trigger certain things. Thing is I know I never could leave you. I know I could never leave you. I know you could never leave me. I know that possibility is out of the possibility list. It's not a possibility anymore. It's an impossibility instead. But that don't mean it could change to where I wouldn't want to marry you if you push me too far away or you pressure me too much. But after you and me talked about that yesterday, you actually admitted, yeah, maybe that is a good idea. You actually saw what I was talking about. You actually saw that maybe I do need to balance that just right. And then after you said that, I'm like, she's really coming into her own with what I actually am telling her. She's actually listening to me. Yes, dear. That's the thing. I always feel like when I gotta repeat myself like this, you know it's a pet peeve of mine. You know it's a pet peeve of mine. With you, I don't think it's really necessarily a pet peeve because you know that's one of my highest needs is reassurance. You, it's a high need, but not as high as mine. Hell, I have you reassure me fucking every night. That's the reason why I know it's a higher on me. You, I only reassure you on specific things every night. You usually do it on multiple things. Not just one thing or another, but multiple things. That's the reason why I know it's higher on me. But, darling, I didn't have you pick out your damn dress for no damn reason. I'm obviously trying to think of all these other details, mini details that I gotta figure out before I can think about any of the other details. There's a lot of details. We both know there's a lot of details when it comes to a wedding. We both know that. Think about this, darling. I have to think about all the details for whether if usually for a birthday we have balloons. We can have also wedding balloons too. Don't think we can't. Flowers. I prefer red because it's true love. White also mixed with red, I suppose. And then the thing is I wouldn't mind having blue also. You know, to make it seem patriotic, but really that's what I want to do. Darling, when you walk down that altar, this is what I want to do as part of the wedding. I want you to have a red rose in your hair. Because that's obviously a symbol of true love. And I'll have either a white one or a blue one in my tuxedo pocket. That's one thing I thought I'll make sure it happens. Because for some reason I feel like that will bring us even more good luck. Compared to all those other details we've talked about before. Whether it was bird seeds, putting them all over the walkway. That's one thing that's supposed to signify good luck. All that omen stuff I talked about before with you. We specifically picked that day because it was meant to be a good omen day. It's towards the beginning of the month, and as part of the omen situation, whether it's a bad or a good omen, on the good omen side, it's meant to be usually better off marrying during the beginning of the month. And the third happens to be a full moon, and on full moon night tends to be more good luck. And not only that, I don't know if you remember me saying this, but I did say this at least 10-20 times probably by now. We are going to marry within the morning, honey. The morning hours. And if we can marry by the time it's noon, By the time it's noon, we maybe we kiss at the exact time noon strikes. Even more good luck. That actually, I think that gives us a great amount of good luck, actually. Because they say those who marry when the clock hands are facing upward, more upward the better. That's the reason why I suggest we do it at noon. Yes, when we marry upward, and specifically the beginning of the day upward, meaning noon, don't do it at midnight, that's bad luck. I've actually researched all this a long time ago. I still remember to this day because of how obsessed I am with us marrying, and you don't even realize I am obsessed with it. I actually am obsessed with it. But, yes dear, as I said, they're both all the way up towards noon. And as soon as we hear, because we'll have to make sure the bell, since I believe most of the time in churches, the bell will actually ring at noon. So when the bell goes off, instantly we kiss. That's by the time we get done with our vows and all the rest of the stuff, that all we have to do is kiss. So it'll be like within that minute, or those few minutes, we're saying our vows and stuff. And then we wait until the bell hits before we kiss. Believe me, honey, I have this very well planned out. You have to follow your king's plan, though, because I'm trying to make sure we go along the good omen path, completely smooth. So please, darling, stop questioning me about our marriage, us being married. Stop questioning me about it, if I'm going to marry you or not. That's final. You know it's going to happen. That's been final since the very first time you asked me. And at that time, I will remind you again, at that time, you said you weren't going to pressure me. But like, baby, I'll leave it up to you. You can propose to me whenever you want to propose to me. I'll let it be up to you. You take your time. I know that can be pressuring if someone tries to pressure you into asking them. I'm not going to do that. You can do that on your own time and you're ready to. That's what you said to me. That's your exact words. I actually said your exact words. You just use baby in your own words too, so I got to use that. But yes, dear, I remember, like I said, I'm obsessed with this more than you realize. I remember every little detail we've already talked about. But yeah, I think birdseeds would probably be the best one for good luck. Other than that, obviously we'll probably have to, I prefer to have, if we're gonna have flowers go everywhere on the floor too, probably white flowers, because that usually means a new beginning. And yes, I did look at the meanings. I even showed you a site that had them. That's the reason why I remember all the details of that stuff, honey. Probably if we have a flower girl, to put them all on the ground, make them all white ones. White roses. So, I'll have probably either a white or blue rose in my thing. You'll have a red rose in your hair, since it is so detailed. Darling, I actually do know another bad luck omen, and I'm hoping you didn't fall for one of them. I hope you did not try to make your own dress. That's actually bad luck. Yeah, it's bad luck. I remember that. And I remember you saying you wanted to customize your dress a little bit, but someone else will make it, but you might be able to customize it yourself a little bit. I don't think that will count. I hope that doesn't count, because I don't want any bad luck at all coming towards us. Obviously, you take a route to the damn church, to where we don't, neither you or I ever, obviously go past the cemetery, because I think you even know this one. Usually when you go past the cemetery, that's bad luck. That's another one. Besides that, another good luck omen, besides not seeing, obviously, cemetery on the way there, is, Oh yeah, that's another one. Darlene, I mean, apparently, it's good luck if the husband is there before the bride is. So, I might give you a good morning kiss with you still being asleep, and then don't freak out if you don't see me in bed. Don't freak out. Because obviously this will be way after we're already living together, obviously. Um, don't freak out if you don't see me in bed. Just remember that it's obviously our wedding day, so I must be already at the church with you guests. Because another good luck omen is you do not see the bride until they walk down the altar. That's another good luck omen. Like I said, honey, I'm obsessed with this stuff. There's a lot of other ones. I don't want to keep on going, because I see it's already going on 21 minutes. So, I'm going to end the video now, and I had to go onto that situation and just give you what I'm talking about here. Giving you why this is not reasonable for you to ask me anymore. It's final. It's final. There's no going back. You can't say no to me, meaning no, you won't marry me. You can't say that. It's final. It's stamped final. And we both know that usually ink can't be erased, erased off. So yes. Let's say we had, I do papers. This is something I just made up myself. I do papers. We put them together, stamp, goes through one of them, goes through the other one. It's final. No more asking me, darling. I'm not joking. No more asking. You make it final in your mind too. It's final. We're marrying. You better understand me. I'll bring that fatherly part of me out of me, just to make it sure you take me seriously. Even though I'm also being, well, I'm showing that master side of me too, I have to admit. But yes, darling. Alright. Now, before it gets to 24, 25 minutes, I'm going to say it now. And hopefully I reassured you on this to where all you have to do is watch this video and you can remember. Obviously I know it's final. He might be just having a hard day. Maybe that's the reason why he's saying the things he's saying. He knows that no matter what we're marrying. He knows that. I know that. He might be saying that he's unsure if he wants to marry me at one moment, but the truth is I know he does want to marry me. One of those days that it might come to that bout where it might seem that way. You watch this video, instantly reassured. Because you know the truth. You know it's final, we're married. It's, if, ands, or buts, we are doing it. Okay, honey, now I'm gonna do it. I'll go back to my lovey-dovey romantic self for the ending. Stop being so serious. Okay. I love it though. Because of you, my future loving blessing queen. And good night, my lovely wife. Okay, now I'll do my signature 3 kisses. One kiss side, 2 kiss side, 3 kiss, and I hope this has reassured you, honey. And then my good night kiss. Hope you're reassured now, honey.